Hi David, how are you today?
Hi. Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm all right,
Yeah,
thank
cool.
you. How have you been?
I've been fine. Yeah, fine. Let me check. Okay, so, yeah, I've been great. How have you been? You've got two sons, haven't you? How are they? Is that right?
Yeah, they're fine. Next school year, the younger one will also go to secondary school.
Yeah. I've got to remember where are you exactly?
I'm in the Netherlands.
That's right. You're in the Netherlands. What was
Yeah,
this? Which city are you in?
near The Hague, on the
The Hague.
outskirts of The
Near the
Hague.
Hague. Yeah. Yeah. I remember now. Yeah, I remember
Actually,
this.
I sent you an email about posting lesson on Cambly on YouTube. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, So that's a while ago since we spoke.
can't
Oh,
remember
January.
when.
No, not that long ago. January. Okay. So, did you have a nice Christmas? Everything cool?
Yeah, actually, it was a nice Christmas indeed. And what about you? How have you been?
We've had an interesting time. I've had a, I had a sort of, well, did we talk to, yeah. So I had a problems. I've had problems for years with balance and stuff with my ears. There's a middle ear balance and stuff. I didn't know what it
Oh,
was. And then I got concussion a few months ago by doing something, and that increased it.
mm,
So with the concussion, I decided to actually get the balance thing fixed because the concussion would go eventually. But I thought it's about time I actually sorted this out because I've had it for like years and years. And I thought I'm taking steroids, so I thought it was something to do with the steroids I was taking for a blood thing.
mhm.
Um, so you get up and you have dizzy spells because the blood rushes down and you feel a bit woo, when when your balance goes. So I went to the doctor and I had it took a long time in the National Health, but eventually I got a hearing test and I had an MRI from that and a CT scan. And I just had the MRI last week, just a head MRI test. So I'm waiting for the results from that. But I've also been taking some medication that's made it better, and the
Mm.
headaches have stopped now, the concussions have stopped now. So that's really good. So I was quite not depressed, but I was a bit worried about that because it sort of seemed to
Yeah.
get worse. So personally, that got better. So it's like it's that weird thing is that when you worry about something for a long time, and then it kind of goes away, or it seems okay, or you can deal with it. Immediately, something else comes up that you worry
Yeah.
about. You get one
Yeah.
worry at a time, sort of thing. And
Mm.
my wife. The point I'm getting to is my wife uh, has a friend in the north, who's a piano
Mhm.
teacher, who takes in stray cats, and we haven't had a cat for like sort of 6 years. Our cat
Mhm.
died. She didn't want to have a cat, so she got friendly with this cat, one of the strays, and she said she'd take him home, which I didn't think she would because I didn't think she wanted another cat because she was so upset with the other one. So she brings the cat home
Mhm.
5 weeks ago, and he's a big cat. He's a big cat. He's very friendly, but he's very big, and we bring the cat basket that her friend had because he's a big cat, right?
Mhm.
You've got the cat for like 4 days, and he's quite friendly. He's feeding. He likes us. He gets sleep with him. Very friendly cat. Considering this is a cat that's been in the wild for
Mm.
years, and he's just been fed by this guy, but he's slept in the garden. He's not indoors cat or anything like that. So
Mhm.
he's about 6 years old. We take him to the vet in a village which is near our town. Like it's
Yeah.
about 5 miles away from our town, right? We take him to the vet. It's an evening, and the vet, he's got an injection. We spent insurance and all this sort of thing on him. We bought all the cages and everything ready for him.
Mhm.
We we've got our car is like literally 100 yards away from the vet in this
Yeah.
village.
Mhm.
Halfway to our car, he breaks out of the cage and runs off into the night.
Oh no.
Literally just off into the night. He's no idea where he is. We don't know the place very well. It's dark. he just vanishes. He jumps over a couple of fences, vanishes. So we're heartbroken, and we're saying, how did he get out? And the cage was rubbish or was not fixed properly. We don't know, but we think he's very clever. We think he fiddled with it.
Yeah.
So this village called Redbourne, which is like about 15-minute car drive away, I've been going to every night and every morning for 3 weeks to find him. Virtually every night. I know everything about the place. It's about 5,000 people, and it's got one high street. It's a big village, basically.
Yeah.
And I've been doing leaflets through doors. I've been putting them all up in the shops. I've been knocking. I've been asking people. We thought there's a river that runs near our house, running along this town. My wife said, he always lived by the river. He lived by the river in the previous place. He likes the river. So we thought he'd be by the river.
Mm-hmm.
And literally 3 weeks went by. We thought, actually, he's gone. We don't see him again. How can we find him? And we get a call from these people, and they say, we think your cat's in our yard. It's we've been feeding it. And we've had no sightings at all, nothing at all. So where the cat was nowhere near where we thought it was. It had gone in a totally different direction, nowhere near the river, but not far away from where we lost him. So we go around there straight away, and we hear it meow meow. We know what he sounds like. He's got a very quite soft meow, and he actually comes up to me and lets me stroke him. But I try to pick him up. He's not a kitten. He's a big cat. It's like a small dog. He's that big.
Wow.
So I think I can't catch him. So the next day I go to the Cat Protection League, and they've got special cases, right? They've got this big black cage, which has got a flap door here and a trigger here. So he walks in, triggers, the door comes down. So he puts food in there. So next night, I take that along and I put it in a garden. And nothing happens. I come back the next night and do it next door's garden, and there's an allotment. There's gardens at the back. Okay, and you get into them. So there's a big allotment, and he's in this allotment. He's right at the end of it in the trees. I see his little eyes, and I got cat biscuits and everything. So I sit on a sort of bench. And put the cat biscuits, come on, Turkey. And he comes towards me, jumps up, eats the biscuits, lets me stroke him. Yeah. And the cat box is like 100 yards away in the garden. So I think, what am I going to do? To blow it. And it's getting darker and darker, and I think so. I can't pick him up. I try, and he doesn't want to be picked up. No. So I, come on. And he follows my voice, or he follows me bit by bit, gradually bit by bit to the garden where the cat box is. Okay. Yes. And I thought it was a long story, but it's just an amazing story. Yeah. So I've only known this cat for 3 days. He follows my all the way. He knows me. He's purring, and I get some fish on my finger and he eats it. Yes. Then I put the fish in the cat box, right? And there's a fish at the end of it. And he goes in the cat box. He puts his 2 paws in the front, puts his head in. Go on. And suddenly said, no, I don't want to. And he jumps on my shoulder and runs off, little bugger. And then he goes back to the garden and he just sits there at the end of the allotment, sort of like that, sitting at me, looking at me, as if he's disgusted. And then he just walks off. I thought, that's it. I've blown it. I'm never going to get another chance. So the next night, I go back and I can hear him in the dark, and they've got the cat boxes there by the back door. It's all set, the trap. So I go home, but before I go home, I take a look where the box is. I'm sort of going around the streets, and I take a look, and there's this massive cat near the box, like twice his size, like a huge cat. So I don't think anything. I think that's probably why he's not coming to the box, because he knows the cat's there, So I go home, and literally half an hour after I get home, the people whose house it is, we've got your cat. He's in the cat box. Oh. What happened was this other cat went in the cat box to get the food, got trapped. They pulled the other cat out. He ran off. So my cat knows it's safe because the other cat's gone, but he doesn't know he's been trapped. So he goes in the cat box. They reset it and he gets trapped. So they literally bring him round to our house, these people. So
Wow.
when my wife comes home, I said, we got the cat.
Oh, it's been a lot of challenging.
It's a whole saga. It's an epic. They should write songs about it. It's an epic. But the chances of getting your cat back when it's a completely different place that neither of you have been in before.
Yeah.
It's night, it's night. You don't know where he's gone. You never saw where he went. This is like 1,000 to 1 chance. So he's here now. Now he's here and he's quite happy. But we're very, very nervous about letting him out again.
Yeah. So it must have been frustrating that time and uncertainty.
I had 2 really bad nights. The night we lost him, because we were kind of blaming each other. You didn't shut it properly. You did. And we were trying to figure out how he got out because it was, it's impossible for him to get out. So we couldn't work it out. And we realized how impossible it would be to get him again. But then the next week we were saying, I'll do all the leafleting and you concern yourself with the mechanics of getting him back. So you keep busy like that. And then you start to think, well, perhaps he doesn't want to come back and he's okay in the wild and he's been in the wild for years and everything. So you kind of play it down, you let it go a little bit, and then when you get such a clear chance to get him back and you don't take it, then that's even more depressing. Because I had that 1 chance and I missed it, but then we got him back. But it was, I had to, when you feel pressure, but you don't realize you're feeling pressure until the pressure's gone, it was like that. It was like that. I felt quite bad,
Yeah, I can imagine that situation, like in the dark, like, oh, where is the cat?
It's not. Most cats go away from your house for a reason. They leave your house, and you think, well, one day they're going to come back. Yeah. So because they know the place, but when the cat's, it's like vanished into the air.
And also, it's far away.
Far away,
familiar.
Yeah. If you want to look for the cat, you've got to go in your car and go to the village.
So the village have known about the cat.
The village is the nicest place on earth. The people who knew about it said, "Who found your cat? Put it up in your shop." Yeah, we put it up in our shop. It was in every shop in the high street. And at least 3 or 4 or 5 people said, "Have you got your cat?" And one old woman lived by the river, said she looked for it and we could go and look at it. They're so nice, so nice. So it's a thing that, you'd never think you'd do. But when you do something like that, you realize how nice people are.
Yeah. So having good connection with people is important, right?
It really makes you think, people are pretty cool. People are good. Normally they're good. Or these people were anyway. And everybody feels sorry for you. As soon as you ask someone, they say, "Oh, that's terrible. Oh, yeah, of course I know. Oh, that's awful." And they mean it because, a lot of people have got cats and dogs and things. So it's a very...
Yeah, they know the feel.
Yeah, they know the fear of it anyway. They can imagine.
Yeah.
Do you have pets?
Not now. When I was younger, my parents used to have all kind of, pets, dogs, cats.
Yeah.
They got along, chicken. And I can't remember moments that we didn't have dogs. And
we had cats. My mum had a cat. We had 2 cats, but long time ago. But since then, I haven't had a pet until I had a cat when I was on my own, and with a kitten. When we got married, I brought the cat along with the marriage, and then we got this other cat that my wife really, really loved, and he died, and she's very, very upset. So, it's like, oh, you don't want to be, you put so much into it,
But pets are also like parts of the family members, right? Especially.
Well, yeah. But we only had him for 3 days. So it's like a sort of visitor, in a way that made it worse because we kind of, you know, we feel like we've had him ripped away from us before we've had a chance to enjoy. We're still
Yeah.
very nervous about him, but
Yeah.
anyway.
They say cats are clever, you know, dogs are
Oh,
more loyal.
yeah, cats are smart.
Yeah.
Dogs are loyal and cats are smart. Yeah,
They just do whatever they like.
they do what the hell they like.
Really?
Yeah, they're inconsistent.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you because that happened. So he's been back
Well,
a few
thank you
weeks.
for
So,
sharing.
I know
Yeah.
I like talking about it because it's such a saga. You know, it's like
Yeah, absolutely. And the feeling, I mean, during the 2 days before the cat had been found, it
but
must have been a nightmare.
it was 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks he was lost. It was
Oh,
three
no.
three whole weeks, and
Was there moments, was there any moment that you both thought, okay, we let go now?
yeah, there were because when something awful happens, you spend a lot of energy
Yeah.
trying to fix it
Yes.
straight away. You know, I'll do the
Yeah.
leaflet thing and I'll do this and I'll do that. And that energy for the first week gets you through. And then when that starts to not happen,
No result.
no result, you see, you know, you go like that.
You
see
feel
an end.
lethargic.
Yeah. And I kept saying, I'm not going back there for a while. I'm going to go back in the summer. And then I'd still go back. Like, I'd go back in the early evening because I thought he'd come out in the evening. But I was all, it's also very interesting that humans, when they think something is a fact or is a case, they make out the case and then they believe in that. So I believed he was going to be by the river. So I looked by the river. I didn't look in the part of town he was actually in at all because I made myself think that the most likely place was by the river because my wife said he likes the river when he was in his old place, and cats don't want to drink and they want to catch fish and they want to catch birds and things. So I imagined he wouldn't be in a garden. He'd be and he's in the wild for years. I thought he'd go back to the wild. He won't be hanging around gardens. But in fact, he'd probably been there all the time, you know, just trying to get fed by people. It's much easier than killing things, you know. It's just a lazy cat, you know. So I didn't put myself in his, I thought I put myself in his mind, but I obviously didn't. Cat psychology didn't work at all.
But how does he behave now?
He behaves exactly the same way as he behaved when he was first with us, which is friendly. He connected with me. First night he wanted to sleep with me, sleep in my room. He wanted to get in my room. Second night I let him sleep in the basket, and he was quite happy to sleep near me. And then he sleeps outside our room. He's very human. He wants affection. As long as you stroke him for affection for a bit, he'll go right. He'll go and sit down. He just wants to know that you're available. You're there.
Oh yeah.
I think we tried to think he was very independent, but I think he's really
likes companion
for years. He's been on his own for years. He just had another cat friend. He was fed every day, but he wasn't allowed in the house, so he's never had that kind of safety. So I think he secretly wanted this for a long time to be part of that. So you know, he doesn't run. He's not scared or anything. He's quite happy.
That's good.
He's quite tough cat, you know. Little heart on him. So, but you know, having said that, one day he might run off again. We don't know. I mean, he's used to being in the wild, so he's not scared of the wild.
No.
You know? So you never know. It's a semi-feral cat. You never know what's in their minds, you know. So.
No, yeah. But it's interesting when they say human. Like, I've seen like videos on YouTube how they behave themselves, both cats and dogs. Sometimes I don't know if that's real, they go to massage and then they just, you know, enjoy the indulgence. How do you say
They're different than dogs. They're definitely different from dogs. They like assurance and comfort, you know. They don't do things for you like dogs want to do things for you, but
but they also like doing whatever they like, right?
You're
The
part
light.
of the world. That's all you are. You're just part of the landscape, basically.
Oh, thank you for sharing this story, Dave.
Thanks for listening.